Real Estate 101. You guys wanted to see my first property? Here it is. This right here is a 4 unit. We are in South Chicago at 8810 South Escanaba. This is my first property right here. This gate right here. I bought this property in 2002. I was 22 years old when I bought this property. And I remember saving up, just saving my money, saving my checks, saving my checks, saving my checks. I remember using my income tax check. Back then, it was a no doc loans was going on. This is before the market crashed in 2008. It was a no doc loans when you could just basically get a property with really not having really anything down. I think that, well, not nothing down, but you didn't have to come up with a lot of documents. I didn't give them any tax returns or anything like that. I gave them some check stubs, and I think that was pretty much it. I think I gave them some check stubs, and I put down like $5,000 down. I put like $5,000 down, and I was able to get this property. Let's talk about the property. All right, so this is an apartment right here on the first floor. That's an apartment on the second floor. Right here you go in at, right there on the side. So once you go in on the side, apartments on the first floor and 2 apartments on the second floor. When I first got this place, there was a tenant on the second floor already, and it was a tenant right here on the first floor, right here in this apartment. She wasn't paying her rent, so I wound up having to evict her. The tenant on the second floor was an older lady. Her rent was like, these are 2-bedroom apartments. Her rent was like maybe, I think she was paying like $550, but I was getting at that time $700 for each unit. So the other 3 I was getting $700 for, and for that lady, I didn't bother her. I didn't go up on her rent. I was a new landlord. I was young. I was just happy that she was paying her rent on time, and she was on time every month. So 7, 14, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I was getting $26.50 for this place every month. My mortgage on this property was probably around $900, $950, and this is where I started at. A lot of the stuff on this property that you see, I did this work 20 years ago. We're in 2025 right now. I did this work back in 2022. Let me show you what all that's right here. And that mailbox, I paid for this back 20 years ago. 22, 23 years ago, I paid for this fence. That door used to be blue. All of that was blue. That was already like that. The siding that you see on this property, I paid for the siding. The soffits that you see up there, I pay for that. I pay for that. The new windows that's in this property, I pay for that. A lot of the stuff on this property is still there. So this is my first property, and I don't own it anymore. I lost this property around 2008 because the market had crashed. This is one of the properties that I lost. Not having Section 8 tenants, just having regular market tenants. And like I said again, around 2008 when the market crashed, everybody just stopped paying their rent. And it was a really, really bad thing. It was really, really, it was hard for me because nobody was paying their rent. All those mortgages were still due. I probably had about 5 apartment buildings in 2008. I was around 2000, I was 27 years old. I probably had 5 apartment buildings, and this is one of the properties that I wound up losing. And I just remember being really, really stressed out at that time. And I told myself that when I got to the point where I got back on my feet and I was able to get my properties back and buy more properties and gain more properties, I told myself I would never do that to myself again as far as having regular market rate tenants. Because what happens is when things get tough, the first thing they're gonna do is stop paying their rent. They don't give a fuck about what kind of mortgage you got to pay, what kind of bills that you have to pay. They're not paying their mortgage. So what I like to do is just make sure that I'm guaranteeing my money every month, and that's the reason why you always hear me talking about Section 8 tenants, because that money's coming from the government and it's going into my bank account like clockwork every month in, month out. That's the first property I ever bought. Like I said again, I'm over here in South Chicago on 88th and Escanaba, and the block is pretty much the same. Block is pretty much the same. It's a decent block. It's Hispanics and blacks over here. Everybody that was in my property was all African Americans, and at that time I really didn't know what I was doing. But now I have the game, I have the knowledge, I have 20 years of experience. Sometimes you have to fail before you could really, really make money. You got to fail first, and then you can really start making money. Now I got it rigged to where I can't do nothing but make money. So that's the video that I want to just make this week. I want you to like this page. I want you to subscribe. Click the link in the bio. I have a free PDF showing you how to start your business, how you setting yourself up for success. It shows you how to get a tax ID number, how to get your articles of incorporation, and get your business bank account. That's the beginning stages. I'll be dropping a video probably in a couple of weeks, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. You want to say 101?